The second generation gyre plus its mind-blowing advanced controller is only a few days away from hitting the market. Stay tuned for more information. Hi, my name is Carlos and I'm happy to report that Maxspect will soon be releasing their Advanced Series controller along with the second generation of gyre pumps. The 200 series gyre has all the great features that have come to expect from a Maxspect gyre pump, as well as new stronger propellers and bushings, a long and more durable power cord. The main difference on the new Gyre 200 series is the advanced controller. The new controller is far superior than the first generation pumps. Maxspect has listened to all your suggestions and requests and has come out with a new advanced controller that will blow your mind with features and versatility. Do you want to have two pumps work together without having to connect them to a third-party system controller? There is no more complicated programming needed. The advanced controller allows you to connect up to two pumps to the same controller and synchronize them, anti-sync, and add time delay to one of the pumps. This can all be done by the single controller without any programming knowledge. Do you just want to install the pump and let the controller do its own thing? Then set the two pumps to random mode. The controller will randomly select different flow patterns and run them throughout the day. Again, just a couple of buttons away and no advanced programming needed. What if you're someone that does not have the time nor wants to create intricate flow patterns? The advanced controller includes two 24-hour preset cycles that are at your disposal and ready to make things easier. The lunar tidal cycle, known as the LTC, will mimic ocean currents during high and low tides. Or you can also use the oceanic gyre cycle, also known as the OGC, which creates a gentle alternating gyre. Yes, it will automatically run your pumps in alternating gyre mode within your aquarium. And probably the question that everybody has been asking, is my first generation pump compatible with the new advanced controller? The answer is a big resounding yes. In all, Maxspect has taken the gyre pump to a completely new level with the addition of the advanced features. We truly believe that this controller will be perfect for even the most demanding hobbyists. The new 200 series gyres come in the following models. The XF230, which ranges from 8 to 35 watts and a maximum flow of 2,300 gallons. It is suitable for tanks up to 100 gallons. The XF250, which ranges from 8 to 60 watts and a maximum flow of 5,300 gallons per hour. It is suitable for tanks up to 800 gallons. The XF280, which ranges from 10 to 80 watts and a maximum flow of 6,000 gallons per hour. It is suitable for industrial and aquaculture setups with tanks up to 1,000 gallons. All advanced controllers can run up to two pumps. The second pump can be purchased separately. Now, enough with the chit-chat and let's get down to business. In this video, we will not cover the assembly of the gyre pump itself as it has been done in prior videos, but we will go over all the new features of the advanced controller box. We will learn what every button does and how to set up your controller and help you get running with your new second generation gyre. So let's get ready for Maxspect Gyre Advanced Controller 101. The advanced controller box has two buttons, a dial and a display. The power setup button, which allows you to turn the controller and pumps on and off, engage feed mode, as well as set the controller's internal clock. The switch mode button, which allows you to switch between each of the available options, and a control dial that lets you toggle between the two different pumps, as well as set flow speed and pulse frequency. The controller features 5 different water movements. Like its predecessor, the controller allows you to run the pump or pumps in the familiar constant speed, pulsing, alternating gyre mode. In addition to the 3 standard modes, the advanced controller now includes gradual pulsing mode and random mode. Gradual pulsing mode not only allows you to set up the maximum speed and time, but you can also configure how long it will take the pump to ramp up and ramp down from one speed to the other. In random mode, you set the max speed and the controller will randomly run different modes to create an unpredictable flow pattern within your aquarium. New to this controller is also the ability to link two pumps together. This feature is only available when two gyres are running on the same controller. You can synchronize the pumps so they mirror each other. You can anti-sync them so they run opposites. You can time delay so one gyre starts a few seconds after the first gyre, or you can also reverse time delay so you can start both pumps at the same time but have one pump's mode in first. Please know that the link-up methods are only available for pulse, gradual pulse, and alternating gyre mode. The advanced controller also allows you to change the different variables for each of the different flow modes. You can change the maximum and minimum flow speed, change flow times, which allows you to modify the pulse frequency, as well as ramp up and ramp down times when using gradual pulsing mode. Please note that depending on the mode you have selected, some variables will not be available. Also, new to this controller are two 24-hour preset cycles. Maxspect has created 2 cycles to help people provide their tanks with amazing water flow without the setup and programming: the lunar tidal cycle and the ocean gyre cycle. Now that we have familiarized ourselves with the features and capabilities of the new advanced controller, let's go ahead and set it up. You can set up the controller in 2 different modes: manual, which allows you to set up one constant pattern throughout the entire day, or the auto mode, which allows you to set up different flow patterns and then link them together to create one 24-hour custom-made cycle. To set up manual mode, press and hold the power button for 4 seconds to turn the controller on. Then press and hold the switch mode button for 4 seconds to enter setup mode. The screen will display an M for manual mode, as well as flash a gear icon indicating that the controller is in setup mode. The controller will now let you set up pump A. Rotate the dial clockwise to set the desired flow mode. As you scroll through the different flow modes, the corresponding icon will flash next to the letter A. Once the controller flashes the desired icon, press the center dial once to save and continue to the next available option. Depending on the flow mode you have selected, you will now be asked to set different variables. Since the pump can run in both forward and reverse, the direction will be shown by a plus or minus sign next to the flow speed percentage. Rotate the dial clockwise to set forward and counterclockwise to set reverse. Once you have reached the desired flow speed and direction, press the center dial once to save and move on to the next available variable. Continue this process through all required variables. If you have 2 pumps connected to the same controller, you will be able to set up pump B after you have completed setting up all variables for pump A. To set up pump B, make sure that the display is flashing the letter B. Rotate the dial clockwise to select the desired mode. If you set up pump A flow to either pulsing, gradual pulsing, or alternating gyre mode, in addition to the 5 flow modes that we have just covered, you will also have an additional 4 choices. These are the link modes. They will allow you to sync, anti-sync, time delay, or reverse time delay pump B to pump A. This is where the controller really shines and allows you to easily set up something that otherwise would require countless hours and multiple lines of programming. Once the desired mode is displayed next to the letter B, press the center dial once to save and move on to the next available option. To save and have your controller run your new setup, press the switch mode button once. The display will now show the new setup and no longer flash the gear icon. Automatic mode is set up very similar to manual mode. In fact, the only difference is that you can select how long a particular setup will run. To select automatic mode, press and hold the switch mode button for 4 seconds until you see an A icon on the right side of the display screen. Now, press and release both power and switch mode buttons at the same time. This will allow you to set up controller's internal clock. Use the dial to set the time and press the center dial to save. Once you have set the correct time, press the switch mode button to return to the main screen. As you enter setup mode, you will see the left side of the display flash a number 1. Next to the number 1, you will also see a timestamp of 0 hours, 0 minutes. The number 1 indicates the set point in the scheduling. The controller can have up to 24 different set points. The timestamp indicates the starting point of such set point. For example, I'm going to create 3 set points. I want the first set point to run a pattern from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. Then I want patterns 2 to run from 2 p.m. till 10 p.m. and I want my last pattern to run from 10 p.m. till 8 a.m. the next day. You will need to set the first number to 1 with a timestamp of 800. Then proceed to set up pumps A and B the same way I set them up in manual mode. After setting up all the variables for point 1 and you have pressed the center dial to return to the flashing number 1, carefully turn the dial clockwise until the number 1 changes to number 2. set up point 2 to 1400, and following the same sequence as before, create point 3 with a starting time of 2200. Once you have created all the desired set points, go ahead and press the switch mode button once to return to the main screen. The left side of the display will confirm the new program and the gear icon will fade away. The Gyre Advanced Controller includes 2 presets that allow you to run 24-hour intricate programs without having to go through the trouble of creating such cycles. It features a lunar tidal cycle, also known as the TLC, a 24-hour program that mimics ocean currents as they are affected by the moon to create high and low tides. The second preset is called the Oceanic Gyre Cycle, also referred to as the OGC, a 24-hour preset program that creates a gentle alternating gyre circulation within your aquarium. To access the presets, press and hold the switch mode button for 4 seconds and release. Repeat this process until the left side of the display shows a floppy disk icon followed by the letters LTC. To select between the available presets, press and release the switch mode button once. A gear icon will appear on the right side of the display. Use the dial to toggle between the 2 presets. Once the desired preset starts to flash, press the center dial once to save and continue. Use the dial to select your maximum speed and then press the center dial to save. Once you have finished setting up your preset, press the switch mode button to save and return to the main display. We hope that this video helps you appreciate the new Gyre 200 series as well as its advanced controller. It is full of amazing features that are sure to impress even the most demanding hobbyists, but most importantly, it is relatively easy to use and no computer science degree required. The new Gyre 200 series pumps with advanced controllers will be available for purchase the week before MACNA 2016. You can head over to www.coralview.com or contact your sales rep for pricing information. If you would like to learn more on the Maxspect Advanced Controller, experiencing issues, or have technical questions that you wish to ask, please head over to www.coralview.com/support and submit a ticket. If you have any comments or tips to share with fellow reefers, feel free to leave them in the area below. If this is your first time joining us, hit the subscribe button as we often release new videos related to reefing. Thank you again for watching CVTV and see you next time.